Welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today to a new episode of The Law of Baking. For today's recipe, we're making banana muffins. This is a delicious recipe that could be used for breakfast, lunch, or a delicious snack. For today's recipe, we're going to need flour, sugar, baking soda, salt, bananas, eggs, vegetable oil, vanilla extract, and for flavor, nutmeg and cinnamon. Our first step is to combine all the dry ingredients into one bowl. As you can see, we have the sugar, the baking soda, cinnamon, and nutmeg, all the dry ingredients in one bowl. We're going to mix that well so it's incorporated. Now, the recipe normally calls for 1 cup of white sugar. My little tip is to add half a cup of brown sugar and half a cup of white sugar. The brown sugar will give it a better taste, which is also always welcome. Once the dry ingredients are all well combined, we'll put them aside and we go to the next step, which is the bananas. For a good banana bread or banana muffins, we want to make sure that we have very ripe bananas, and we know this by the dark spots on the banana. Using a fork, we mash the bananas. Combine the olive oil. And the eggs. The dash of vanilla. And we whisk that well together into all combined. Now we take the dry ingredients that were mixed together and we start incorporating them into the wet ingredients. We do half of the mixture first so it could combine well and we don't have lumps. And we mix until well combined. Look at that wonderful mixture. As you can see, there's lumps or pieces of the banana, which just makes the muffins better. Now taking our muffin tin, we pour the batter. After we pour the batter in the muffin tins, we put it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. So now it's been about 18 minutes, and we take out the muffins out of the oven. This is how they look. So now we're gonna let them cool off for about 5 to 10 minutes before we put any frosting. Now you don't have to put frosting; they are perfect as they are. But if you want, we could put a little bit of cream cheese frosting, and you could have the recipe for that in my other video. Now that the muffins have cooled off, we could put them away in a container. These muffins will keep for about 1 week or two. Again, you could have them for breakfast, for a delicious snack, or dessert if you want to. I normally put mine in a plastic container. I put a little bit of wax paper so it could hold better for freshness, and just transfer them to the container and put them away in the freezer. You could also leave them outside for a few days, but if you want to enjoy them at a later time, put them in the freezer. To defreeze, you just leave them outside for about 5 minutes, or put them in the toaster for about 5 minutes. Enjoy!